Hey guys, welcome back to Fruitopia here in Melbourne, Australia. At the very end of summertime. So this is like part 2 of the effects of the rain we had here in Melbourne the other night. We got about 25 to 30 mils of rain, guys, which is a big deal for us coming out of a drought. So although there was some bad news and a lot of good news from the first part that I made from the front yard, it's part and parcel, guys, of gardening, right? And anyone who tells you otherwise is in La La Land. So this is the day after making part 1 of the front yard. So quickly, I'm going to try to move as quick as I can because that was like over an hour long. And that's how long it takes, guys, if I'm going to focus on almost every plant. Okay, so the frangipani, I got 2 of these, right, back in January. This one's doing really well, as you can see. And then I've got a red Dhaka banana that I potted up, and that's doing great under the pergola here, right? And unfortunately, this other frangipani freaked out with something that I haven't had any issues with, and that is spider mite. I think that's what it's called, spider mite. The leaves were turning white, and I had to remove all of them because I googled it and it said you can't treat the leaves once they're infected. So I removed every single leaf about a week or two ago, right? And now, after 10 days, there's new leaves coming, including this one. This one came straight away. So it's gonna take, I don't know how long, a month before it's coated, but it's looking good. They're coming. So yeah, with frangipani, those spider mites might have been at the nursery where they had it. It's very strange that this one got it and that one didn't get it, and they were next to each other at the nursery. So very weird. Yeah, so we're starting there with the frangipani. What else? And in here I've got the banana circle. Let me just make that wider. And in here we've got the bananas, we've got flowering gingers. It's basically just a little tropical oasis. And in here I've also got the babako cuttings that I propagated a while back. And I haven't been in here, by the way, for a long time. So let's see what's going on. Okay, just checking that there's no root rot on these babacos, because as I said, guys, we got a ton of rain on Monday morning, the 15th of March, and they seem okay, right? They seem okay. So I also have the 2 jaboticaba from dailies that I got recently, and these were not cheap. They were like $100 each. Well, sorry, one was 40 or 50 and the other one was 110, something like that. So about $260 for these 2 jabos, and they're doing great. I gave them the proper soil, and right now my brain is not going to be able to come up with the words that I need. Acidic, that's it. They like acidic soil. So I got the right soil for them, and I even gave them a little bit of gee, I forgot what that's called too now, just to boost the acidity. And they're responding so well, guys, so well to not only the right soil, the heat, but also the rain that we've had. Look at this, doing great. They're doing so much better than any of the other jabos that I've ever had in pots. And I'll show you these next. These two did really bad in these pots. These are the costada. Let me see. Yeah, costada. for 12 months, these were going downhill because I just used regular potting mix and perlite, and I didn't like that. They wanted the right soil, and I gave it to them. The same with this achacha, right? The grafted achacha. I gave him acidic soil also. So just remember, guys, there are some plants that are on the pH scale more acidic than alkaline, and this is responding really well too with the soil. It's all about the soil. It's not that we did anything wrong as gardeners, but the plant is the one that's fussy. It's just different to all the other plants in the garden, right? All the other plants in the garden are more neutral in their soil needs, whereas this one, those ones, and these ones are not neutral. So they throw you off as a gardener if you don't have the correct information. Look at all this new growth. Wow, I never had these results in pots, right? I told you I've had those for 12 months and they've never grown. Why didn't they grow in over a year? I've had them for a year and a half, and these I've only had these for 2 months. Look at them. They're pushing out so mad with the right soil. So was it the sun? Was it the water? What was it? It was the soil. Who would have known it was the soil? So just a heads up with jabuticaba, achacha, and other acid-loving plants, guys. Jeez, losing time, a lot of time and a lot of money by not having that key information. They don't tell you when you buy this in the information sheet at the nursery. Okay, so what else? The coffee. Of course, the coffee is doing great after the rain. These love water, not tap water, rainwater, right? And it's even grown more than 12 inches in the last week, just from the rain we had, guys. Rain. I can't stress the word rain enough, as I did in part 1. I need to up-pot all these gurumi chama seedlings from the seeds I put in here last year. They've outgrown these containers, right? But I'm too lazy, guys. I'm too lazy to pull them all out and put them in little pots. Why? Because I've got a million other things to do. That's why. Like if this was my pet project as a beginner, yeah, of course I would do it. Oh yeah, the other 3 jabos here. The giant, the large. I got 2 large and 1 giant. These were really suffering over the drought. These 3 jabuticabas were like really bad. I thought, wow, they're going backwards. They're going backwards, and no amount of tap water. Well, the tap water kept them alive. If it wasn't for the tap water, like if I went for a holiday, like I'm gonna go away for summer, I'll be back in 2 weeks. These would have been dead. Actually, half the garden would have been dead. So yeah, the tap water kept these alive. But the rain, as soon as we got rain, pop, 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 they're all popping. Pop, pop, pop. Every tip, pop, pop. You don't get popping like this with tap water. The tap water will not cause it to pop. Look, pop, 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 pop. Rain, 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 rain. This one didn't get a chance to pop. It burnt from the 38, 39 degrees. 38 degrees with no rain. So of course in Queensland everything is going to do great with all that rain they get. They can go for a 2-week holiday in summer. We can't, guys. We can't go away. It's a luxury to get away in summer here if you have a garden like this. So that's why I am chained, literally chained to Fruitopia all summer. This is the black sapote seedling, which is doing great. This one here, see, every plant is different again. This one doesn't mind tap water. The same with the black sapote in the front. It's not too fussed whether it's tap water or rainwater. As long as it gets water, a lot of water. This loves water. It's happy. It's a happy camper. I haven't seen any difference with tap water or rainwater with a black sapote. Stranger. Prickly pear up there already. Again, I'm a little lazy to pick them this year. All right, there's about 6, 7, 8 that are ready. What else? Moving along. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these backup prickly pears. Yeah, they're sort of getting big and they're in the way. So what else? The banana circle from this angle. I wanted to plant 2 fruit trees here where the fig was. The fig that I chainsawed. That fig there. It's still alive. It's not dead. Can you believe it? After all the what's the word? Injecting, right? Of trying to get rid of it, it's still alive. When I scratch, here, look, where's the root system? I know this is boring, but guys, I like to reveal everything that's going on. I like to reveal everything that's going on. Not only what I want to show you. Look, this is that fig. Look at its roots. Fully intact. Fully intact. Unreal. After 12, well, not 12. When was it that I chainsawed it? Back in spring, so 6 months ago. 6 months ago and the root system is still active. Great. Urgh. Yeah. And here too. Right? Actually, no, this one is not green. This is the root coming out of the what do you call that? The root system. Oh gee, I forgot the name of that. Anyway, so let's get around here real quick. Oh, and by the way, if any of you are gonna be nasty regarding the fruit flies, I'm gonna put you on the ban list, guys. By the way, there's been 2 guys that were really nasty recently. One of them typed, it's my fault and I'm the neighbor from hell. I'm the neighbor that you don't want to have because of fruit fly, right? As if it's my fault, as if I'm the one that introduced fruit fly to Australia. Yeah, so if you're going to be nasty, by the way, I banned him. If you're going to be nasty like that, you're going to be banned, mate. You're going to be banned. You have to be not only nice in the comment section, but you have to be extra nice if you want your comment to come through. Forget about nasty. Even nice is not enough. You have to be extra nice to get through the comment section. Otherwise, you're gone, right? Like these fruit flies. You'll be gone like these guys. So last week, I refilled all the fruit fly bait stations. I've got 7 of them. So this will carry us through now till the end of winter. And already in just 1 week, less than a week, hang on. This is apple cider vinegar. It's already caught a few, right? And there's another one trying to get in here. He's desperate to get in. There he is. There he is. Come on. Let me in. 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 I want to get in. So don't blame me, guys. Blame him. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to get... Oh, wow. Look at this guy. He's still in there. He's looking for the... He's moving around. Looking for his mate. There he is. Look. Yeah. So I'm doing the best I can, okay? I'm not saying that I'm doing everything perfectly, but I'm making, what's the word? I'm making this information publicly available, which I don't have to. I can hide anything I want here and just show you selectively what I want and keep everything out. But I don't do that, right? That's A. B, this is real life Fruitopia, not BS Fruitopia. So everything is real, right? You see everything that I see. I don't hide anything from you guys. It's authentic. And the third thing is, yeah, I'm just not going to take bullying. That's bullying and harassment. When people type those nasty things, that neighbors like me are the ones you want to avoid giving us fruit fly, or what do you call it? What's this called again? Gall wasp. But it's my fault that the citrus has gall wasp. I'm doing the best I can, guys. This is the grapefruit tree which I butchered back in early February. I removed all the gall wasp, or 90% of it. There's still some on here, and look how quick the foliage returned in only what, 5-6 weeks. I can't believe it. It's got a brand new coat. There was no leaves on here a month ago, all gone. All right, and by the way, this Pinkerton avocado, I'm gonna get rid of it. It's just not performing. I don't think Pinkerton is a good variety for Victoria. I think it's more subtropical, you know, Sydney and north of Sydney. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of it. I've given it 4 years to come back, and it's playing games with me. In spring it sets flowers, and then in summer it dies. And then in spring it comes back next year with new flowers, and then in summer it dies. Get out of here. You're out of here, baby. You're gone. So I don't know what I'm gonna put here, but it has to be something very tough, because this is a very nasty area in winter. In winter we get ice cold hurricane winds coming through that gap there behind the bungalow, and they come around here like a fast train through here through that gap there. They come through here like a rocket, ice cold. We're not talking today. Today's beach weather, but between May and September this is like a ice chest through here. The North American pawpaw, he wasn't a happy camper. As soon as I cut down this plum tree, which is coming back, everything comes back. Don't be afraid to prune. Don't be afraid to prune, guys. The first major prune in its life, 5 meters tall. As soon as I pruned this, he lost his shade. This was in permanent shade all year. And wow, what a reality check. He woke up to reality. Yeah, reality check means blazing sun. How does that feel, buddy? Anyway, these are going to sleep now. The pawpaws, they go to sleep in April. So, well, let's see what he does next spring with full sun. Yeah, 5 years and he's done nothing but flower. A big disappointment with the pawpaws here at Fruitopia. But there's pluses and minuses everywhere, guys. You'll see soon. So the loquat are flowering, right? These flower in March and April. The fruit are set in May and June, and the harvesting happens in October, November. I'm giving you local dates. This has nothing to do with the tropics. In the tropics, these come in winter, not spring. The kaffir lime has got tons of gall wasp, and I haven't worked on this yet. I haven't got time, guys. There's a lot of work, right? Yeah, of course I'm going to show you. What, I'm going to hide this? Huh? Look, there's the gall wasp right there. Hang on. This has to be cut away. It's a lot of work. There's 1,000 little twigs in here. And they're thorny. They're thorny. Not fun, thorny. Look. Look. Yeah. It's a whole day's work in there getting gall wasp out. Okay, so let's get to the fun stuff now. The longan. Longan, kohala. It's got some fruit. I should come from the other side because I'm facing the sun, not a good angle. So we've got a dozen here. Longan. And by the way, this is the Tangelo. The Tangelo is loaded. And let's see if this has never had fruit fly issues before, right? Let's see what happens with the fruit fly and the Tangelo. because the citrus is the fruit fly's favorite fruit. And as you saw, I've got a bait station over there, as I showed you, right? Recently filled, that one there, right next to the Tangelo. So let's see how we do with the Tangelo. These are still hard. These come in spring. So good news on the longan. The old curry tree that I transplanted from the pot into the ground is doing great, especially with all that rain we had. He's 5'7", 1.7 meters, right? We love our curry, guys. We are more, how shall I say it? More Indian than the Indians when it comes to Indian food. Kim cooks Indian at least twice a week. At least twice a week. We love it. And the reason for that, guys, is because it's vegetarian friendly. That's why. Yeah. Yummy. Okay, this is the other Kokhala longan. A newer one. It's doing pretty good. This one's only got one fruit. The Thai night star fruit. Let's go from the other side. This is not a good angle. Hang on. Yeah, let's turn around. Oh, that's better. That's much better. Yeah, so we've got 10 longans there. 10 there, maybe 15. And 10 over there, as I showed you. Hang on. Let's see. Yeah, 10 there. So 10, 20, 30. Around 30 Kokhala longans on this oldest longan I have. I've had this for 5 years. And one of the tomatoes, a volunteer tomatoes, I didn't plant this, has been growing up the longan, right? And trying to be a wise guy, right? And I don't mind having him here. By the way, he's only got like, hang on, let me go around. Oh gee, this is tight in here. He's only got like, oh, look at him. Look at him. I shouldn't have him on the tree like that, but just put him down there. He's only got another month before he dies from the winter cold. Yeah, the tomato vine. I wish he wasn't on the longan, but that's what he wants to do. He's come out of this pot, right? Volunteer. A volunteer tomato. And we need tomatoes, guys. There's another pawpaw. This one was shaded by the fig tree. That's why he's looking a lot better. But even though he was shaded and looking better, he still didn't perform. I don't know what's going on with these pawpaws. And I've got 2 more I'll show you later. Okay, back to the carambola. This is my oldest star fruit. I've had it for 11 years. Can you believe it? 11 years and it's never fruited. But 2 weeks ago, at the beginning of March, it started flowering. And that doesn't mean much at all because it's done this, it's pulled this trick on me before. It's not the first time. It's covered in flowers, flower buds. Hang on, there you go. Right, half the tree is covered in flowers, all over, all around. But I don't see any fruitlets yet. There's no fruitlets, just a lot of teasing. Yeah, these like, okay, if you're new to growing tropicals, plant your starfruit tree in the shade and out of the wind. I think that's why this one hasn't had any luck. It's in full sun. Full sun in summer means death. It means death for some trees. Not the citrus, not the custard apple, not the loquat, but for starfruit. Starfruit doesn't like hot summer sun. Unless it's fully established. Unless the tree is like, you know, a honking big tree like that. Then yeah, it can take the big hot fat summer sun. But And it doesn't like the wind. This is Tornado Alley here. As I said, remember? The wind coming through here. It comes around and bang. And then we have another alley through there. Another one through here. So it's copying wind from every direction when it's windy. Today it's wind still. Today is a perfect day for star fruit. Okay, so this is the Fino de Hete Cherry Moya that I've had for, it's my oldest one. I've had this for about 11 years also. So when I say 11, guys, it's anywhere between 10 and 12, okay? 10 and 13. I don't remember exactly because I didn't write everything down on paper. It's all in my head. Now, with this one here, I didn't do any hand pollinating. I'm not going to do any hand pollinating on the Anonas. So, and there's one thing I forgot to do, which is important. And that's why I'm getting the results I am this year. These respond positively to pruning. And I forgot to prune it. In spring/early summer. And what that does is it induces more flowers. Not that we didn't have enough flowers, but for some reason, when you prune this tree in spring, it brings on a better chance of the flowers turning into fruit. Don't ask me how or why, but that's my observation. Yeah, so what I did a couple of weeks ago, I gave it that prune. Bit too late. I gave it the prune that it should have had in November. Anyway, so what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is leaving the tree to its own, leaving it to do stuff on its own. The result was all the fruit came on this side. There's 10, over 10, maybe 20. Maybe 20. Cherry Moya that's set on this side. There's, hang on. Yeah, there's about 20. I don't know if you can see them. Am I catching them on camera? I don't know. Because the sun is shining. So we've got 6 here. We've got 6 there. We've got 5 under there. Anyway, there's 20 on this side of the tree. Hang on. There's 20 over here. Over here. And over here, the rest of the tree, there's only 1. There's 1 or 2. It's like, what? How come they're all down there? I don't know. Really weird. I'm not saying I'm not complaining. Guys, 20 is better than nothing. And really, I don't care where they are, but it's a little strange. It's a little strange. Oh, okay, they're still coming. Here's one here. So who knows? Maybe I'll get 20 on this side too. But guys, it's almost April. It's almost April. When are we going to get the 20 on this side? There might be 20 and I haven't seen them. That's another thing. Because I haven't looked, guys. I haven't actively looked like, ooh, let's go Cherry Moya fruit-led hunting. I haven't done that. But standing back here, from here, I don't see any. Right? That's how I'm doing it, like that. But over on this side, standing back here, I can see 20. I can count 20 from here. Right? That's why I'm giving this report. There's the Chompu Longan, which I had covered with a shade cloth. Remember I removed all the shade cloth before Monday's rain? Well, I forgot to remove this one. I only removed it after the rain. I've got a regular passion fruit there. We're waiting to see what that does. That's just a regular Bunnings variety. Passion fruit. All right. This is the calamansi, which the fruit fly absolutely tears to shreds it when these are ready, before they're ready. Fruit fly. This is a fruit fly magnet, the calamansi. Calamonden. What a bummer. I love this calamansi. Every one of them that turned orange had fruit fly in it. There you are. These ones. What a bummer. What a bummer. Yeah, these little guys, I love them. And these are sour. Sour as. The most sour citrus. But the fruit fly doesn't care. So let's see how the traps do. Guys, there's not much more I can do. There's there's no point to pointing one's finger. It's your fault. You're the neighbor that caused all this. I'll tell you at the end of the video, if I remember, something that I don't have to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. So stick around till the end. And there's another bait station on the Fuerte avocado, which didn't give us any fruit this year. This one takes off every second year. Last year it gave us 50 avocados, and this year 0. But that's fine. Look, there's already one caught in there. Monstera deliciosa. We've been eating these, as you saw in a recent video. There's 2 left, one there and one here. This is the babaco that I butchered and left one new stem. See how that does. What else? Oh, the new monsteras for 2026. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? These come by themselves. Very easy. There's no work, guys. There's no work. They all come on their own. Very easy. Right? But they have to be in the shade. They don't like the sun. Dappled light is okay. Dappled, not full sun. Okay, let's get out of here. Ugh. Now the ice cream bean return. This is the one that collapsed back in February 2024. It's come back with a vengeance from the suckers. And remember, there was like, how many were there? 20 suckers a month ago. I left two. Everyone gave me a different opinion. I should leave 1, I should leave 2, I should leave 4, I should leave 20. Everyone gave a different answer. So I decided to leave 2, and it looks like I'm going to end up with 1, leaving just 1, because they're equal. You know how you say, I'll pick the strongest of the 2? These are twins. These are exactly the same. They have the same vigor. It's like they're copies of each other. So I don't want to have 2, unless you can tell me the benefits of having 2 instead of 1. I'm listening, guys. Check out the Jerusalem artichoke. It's in full bloom. Hang on. Oh, pretty. Pretty. The Jerusalem artichoke with the little mini sunflowers. That means it's close to harvest time. So, when I pulled out those 20 suckers a month ago, guess what happened? They came back with a vengeance, and I had to pull out another 20. Oh my God. Let me get this monstera out the way. Oops, that was an accident. Lucky I'm dressed. Let's see, is there any more? Yep, there's one coming. That one there, that's another sucker. That little guy there. So I've got to monitor this all winter. Can you believe it? It's coming back with a vengeance. The ice cream bean we're talking about, guys, not the monstera. Oh, here you are. This is where they were. This is the root. I've got monstera in my face. This is the root of the ice cream bean. This guy. And look how many I cut. And they're still coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, there's another one. This one here. 7. Right? Another one here. 8. 9. Oh man, what a hassle. So you can see the root system is there along here. I don't know where it's going, but the 2 that are growing, it's these 2 here. These two here, right? Ah, yeah. Whew. And there's more monstera on this side. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look at that. Doesn't that look incredible? Look how gorgeous that is. The new monstera for 2026. The beauty, right? Let's take a few seconds to admire the beauty of nature, together with the artichoke flowers. Beautiful. This is the allspice that's finally made some new leaves after, oh my gosh, 6 months. It didn't do anything all summer. It didn't do anything all summer, and it decided this week to push 2 leaves. By the way, this was being shaded by a loquat. I had a loquat in here, but I pulled it out. I pulled out the loquat seedling. I was really unsure whether to leave it or not, and I finally pulled it out. It was shading the allspice, and it was, well, the idea was to shade the mango tree, but it wasn't really doing that because it was only like this high, and the sun was over the loquat. So I guess in winter time it would have done the trick, because in winter the sun is really low, but in summer the loquat was too short to do anything for the mango other than take its water. I'm guessing it was stealing water and nutrients from the mango, and this got burnt. By the way, I had what do you call it? A shade cloth on this most of summer, December, January and February. But in March I took it off. I took off the shade cloth 2 weeks ago. And in those 2 weeks of March, it got burnt, man. It got burnt. My, imagine if I had no shade cloth all summer. I think I would have lost the tree. It would have been like this. Right? Like this canistel. See guys, even though Melbourne is known for its cold, its crap weather, a lot of people are unaware of how hot the sun is here in summer, because we don't have humidity. It's a dry summer. We don't have a humid summer like they do on the Gold Coast. It's dry. It's dry. It's dry heat. And that's what this is. That's damage from dry heat. No rain. Well, we got rain this week. Bit late. It's a bit late. The damage is done. Even if we got 1,000 millimeters of rain, it's too late. Okay, and that one there doesn't like the hot sun either. That's the yellow jabuticaba, which I had under a shade cloth until 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I removed the shade cloth so I can get some rain, and you can see the results of that shade cloth. The leaves, they were yellow back in December. They were yellow. They were burnt at the beginning of summer. And through summer, they turned green because of the shade cloth. Guys, I'm telling you, the sun here is nasty. It's nasty, nasty. Okay, what's next? The starfruit seedling. This is an unknown seedling. It was originally an Arkan graft, but it died. And I want to see what a seedling can do. Well, actually, this seedling is doing better than all my other starfruit. But what does it taste like if and whenever it does fruit? I've got a Wampy hiding in there. It's getting smothered by all this artichoke that's going to be pulled out soon. I've got another ice cream bean in here that I planted in spring. It's getting smothered. Everything's getting smothered by the Jerusalem artichoke, but not for much longer. And I've got a white Shatut mulberry in here too. There it is. That's getting partly smothered. Don't worry guys, the artichoke will be out soon. You'll be able to breathe. The same with this Day Maru persimmon. It hasn't done well at all. Has really suffered a lot. Hopefully next spring he'll come back and resume operations. What else? Oh, the gyro persimmon, the itchy gyro persimmon, lost all its fruit. It was an off year. Off year means 5 fruit. The bats The bats took all 5 of the fruit, even eating through the fruit bags. You know those bags where we bag our fruit? They ate through those bags. I had to throw the bags out. Yeah, they ate through the bags. How's that for we're not going to give up? So I think I have to find those bags that Ben in Sydney has. They're wire mesh bags. I'm going to have to do that, guys. We've reached that point where traditional methods aren't working anymore. Not with fruit fly only, but with bats and with possums and with rats. Who are you going to blame for that? The neighbor again? Come on. So yeah, and this is what do you call this? A white sapote. This is the Max Gold or Max Golden. He did nothing for 2 years. 2 years doing nothing. It's a long time. And this year or this season, he decided to grow. Yeah. So, and I'm not sure if the graft died and it's growing from a seed. I'm not really sure. I'm guessing it didn't, because that looks like the graft there, if I'm not mistaken. Hang on. I'm guessing this is the graft here, which is just above soil level. Is that right, guys? Does that look like a graft union to you? Right here? That there? Or here, maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, so we have Max Gold. We'll see how that goes. Remember, these pumpkins will be gone, and this artichoke will be gone. This will be full sun for him. Full sun in April onwards. Yeah, this show here is short-lived, but it's beautiful. And I'm thinking of pulling all the artichoke out too, so it doesn't come back next spring and smother the trees again. That's not very smart. Because I've got more back here, right? I've got more of that same artichoke back here. Here it is. There it is. It's flowering behind the lemon tree. And by the way, we've only had 1 meal out of this artichoke, and that was a year ago as a test. And that's it. So this year we have so much. This season we have so much to pull out. I'm going backwards now. Yeah, I'm going backwards. There's the Malay jackfruit, which didn't do anything all summer. Survived the winter because of the frost cloth. Survived the winter and did nothing in summer. Unbelievable. Okay, this is the back fence, the backyard, where the trombones were. The chompu, which seems to be coming back with a vengeance. Thank you very much. This is the one that had that sunburn. Remember that sunburn I showed you a couple of weeks ago? Hang on. That sunburn there. Look at that. Nasty. Well, the tree says, I'm not going to give up. We're going to try again. And it's got all this new growth coming from the top. Thank you. And it's getting shaded now by the Grand Nain bananas. Right? That's a dud rack. It's one of those dud bunches. So, Chompu Grand Nain bananas. That's a flat persimmon. Still waiting to get the first fruit on that. The black sapote, the mar, and the Bernica. Again, he's going to get a lot more sun once I pull out these artichokes. There's a dwarf apricot there. This is the flowering ginger. I have to prune these back a little, do a bit of work. There's a lot of work to do in April and May. A seedling avocado from the compost. I'll probably rip that out. A seedling cherry moya. I'm going to leave that to see what that tastes like. Remember I pulled out all the sugar cane here a few weeks ago. So we've got bananas ready to fruit up there. And we've got the blue Java, so-called blue Java. Some of you told me it's not. Green sapote dropped all its fruitlets or flowers back in December. It was a false start. Now what is not false is this Sri Kambangan starfruit. Wow, it's really taken off. Holy moly! Finally, 4 years. It's taken 4 years for this starfruit tree to do anything, and he sure has done something in the last month, the month of March. Look at him. Finally. And next to it we have papaya that I planted at the beginning of summer. This is the oh gee, what's your name? I've tried this one before. It didn't work for me in the front, so I'm trying it out here in the back. That's the Southern Red, right? Yeah, the Southern Red. That's the one that's red fleshed, so they're pretty close. Doesn't matter. The idea is for the papaya to grow over the starfruit up here, up to there. But we've only got a few minutes left of warm weather, and then we're in winter, guys. Winter is knocking hard real soon. And these guys, well, the starfruit will keep growing, but the papaya won't. Papaya doesn't like cold. This guy here doesn't mind cold at all. This is another jabuticaba that I planted here last year. That's the red hybrid. And as you can see, he's got new growth all over. Again, the rain. Remember I told you at the beginning of the video? These don't do anything unless they get rain. Not the black sapote. The black sapote doesn't care. But the jabuticaba has to have daddy's water from up there. He needs daddy's water. Forget about chlorinated water. Chlorinated water doesn't do anything for these except keep them alive. That rain we had 2 days ago, pop, 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 pop. Yep, in one day it popped. It popped like popcorn. Guys, again, I go back to why Queensland growers do so well. They got daddy's water. The tomato trellis is coming to an end. Yeah, that's the blue Java, and it looks like it's almost ready to harvest. And they're the fattest bananas ever seen here at Fruitopia. And I have a small rack behind there, and here is a little pipsqueak that's getting smothered by pumpkin and Okinawa spinach. Pipsqueak, known as the Cedar Bay cherry. This poor little guy. Oh, he's not getting any sun. Ah, yeah. I keep moving all this out the way, and then they keep coming back, and then I keep moving them out the way, and they keep coming back. Oh, Cedar Bay cherry can't win. He can't win against these smotherers, right? These guys. Now he's getting a little light, dappled light. Oh, guys. Yeah. Parfianca passion fruit. Pomegranate. Dwarf macadamia. Did I forget anything in here? I think I got everyone, right? We're getting a tall Grand Nain. I've never seen one that big in 4 years. This one here will evidently be the next one to flower and fruit. And by the way, these are dwarf bananas, but this one looks like it's going to be a little taller than a dwarf. So it's taken 4 years for the clump to get large, and the larger the clump, the older the clump, the bigger the stems and the bigger the bunches. So I'm looking forward to what we get from this Grand Nain. But it's coming. It's leaning, hang on. It's leaning over the starfruit. Oh boy, bungee cord. Bungee cord to the rescue. Guys. Yeah. There's a lot going on here, guys. There's a lot going on. There's a Relinia through the blue Java bananas. Look how that one's leaning. Can you believe it? Can you believe how that one's leaning? The one with the fruit on it, with the rack. Oh man. So because it's so high and so heavy, top heavy, bungee cord, that bungee cord there is not adequate. I've had to put a prop. I'm propping it in the middle, and in the middle it would just crack at the top, right? So that's why the bungee cord's at the top and the prop is in the center. Yeah guys, a lot of work, not only physical work but mental work to figure it out. What if this and what if that, what about this and what about that? And even after all that thinking, nature has its own plan. Yeah, so look at the size of these fatties. Look at those. They almost look like plantain thick. Look how fat those are. Huh? They're very fat. Plump. So we've got 3 bunches in the kitchen. This will be number 4. Nice and fat. Yeah, I'm looking at it every day for a sign of any yellowing, because I really want to bring that down so it doesn't crush my macadamia or my parfianca or my sapodia. These 3 trees are in are in a line of fire if it drops. Yeah. You saw the Relinia recently. Not much else to show other than what the rain did. The rain did this. The rain did that, guys. All these new tips. All these new tips came with the rain. The rain, the rain, the rain. All these new leaves. See how shiny that is? We never had any shiny leaves on this until it rained. That's the color we had all summer. No rain. Chlorinated water will only give you this on a Relinia, whereas rainwater will give you that. See that leaf? See those leaves? So rain. We don't have the rain. People are telling me, why don't you move to Queensland? Guys, I don't want to be flooded. I don't want that much rain. Rain in moderation. You know where the best place in Australia is to grow subtropicals? Sydney. Sydney. I know a lot of people hate Sydney because it's a big city. It's chaos. It's this, a lot of negative things, right? I'm not talking about working and driving to work every day, which is hell in Sydney. I'm talking about having a garden, only a garden, and never leaving the garden. Just staying in your little paradise in Sydney, close to the coast, not the Blue Mountains. That's the ideal climate because they get humidity, which these guys love. They get rain, which these guys love. And they get mild weather, not too hot, which these guys love. That's why I mentioned Sydney, not because of the harbour bridge. Okay, recently you saw how these ultra tropicals are doing. So just quickly again, that's the star apple, Abiu. One more time. It's a little brighter today, right? It's doing okay. It's got a lot of leaf burn at the on the tips. Hang on. I don't know why. If that's from the hot sun. See all those leaf tip burns. Whereas all the new leaves at the top don't have that. The new leaves don't have tip burns. The old leaves do. What do you think that is, guys? Too much water, not enough water. Too much heat, not enough heat. Too much sun, not enough sun. Too many variables. The 2 star apples, hang on. The 2 star apples don't have that leaf tip burn. Completely unaffected. Only the Abiu. And of course this Abiu here, we know what happened to that because it was in direct sun. Duh. You don't need to tell me what happened here. But it's coming back, guys.